It's Friday the 14th of January. Welcome to the Qatar Quick Weekend Edition, brought to you in conjunction with Marhaba. And this week you find us in the Sheraton Grand Doha Resort and Convention Hotel. We're going to be taking a look around here in a few moments, but first of all, here's a recap of last week's news. Starting with last Saturday, when the 9-month probation period for domestic workers took effect. In the first 3 months, the employer has the right to terminate an employment contract and recover the full amount he paid to the recruitment office, while for the additional 6-month probationary period, the licensee shall guarantee the return of the sum paid to him by the employer, minus 15% of the total amount due for each month the worker spent in the service of the employer during the additional probation period, with deduction of government fees incurred in any of the following cases: the worker's refusal to work, the worker runs away, or illness with a chronic disease. Meanwhile, the right of the employer shall also be forfeited if the employer assaults the worker and violates any of the terms of the contract with the worker. On to Sunday, and 1,140 people have been referred to the public prosecution for flouting COVID safety measures. 648 for not wearing masks, 25 for not downloading the Qatari app, and 467 for not social distancing. And the news that vaccinated adults with children under the age of 12 can eat in open spaces. Monday, and the Ministry of Public Health okays COVID boosters for children between the ages of 12 and 15 years of age. COVID-recovered patients are to enjoy the same privileges as the vaccinated. Pharmacies are to start accepting prescriptions issued by doctors via email or WhatsApp. And children below the age of 12 years are no longer allowed to enter malls. Oh, and the Hamad International Airport sees a 41.37% surge in the number of passengers served. Tuesday now, and the Shura Council discussed the Qatari job seekers issue and stressed that there needs to be a link between education outputs and the needs of the labour market. The 2022 to 2023 academic year for students is to begin on August the 16th. And the Qatar Vaccination Centre for Business and Industry inoculates 10,000 people on its first day. On Wednesday, the front page of the Qatar Tribune said that the recent COVID-19 deaths were of unvaccinated people, according to Dr. Khal. All patients who have been admitted to the intensive care unit are either unvaccinated people or who have received the second dose of the vaccine more than 6 months ago, he went on to say. Yesterday, there was the story that property owners are set to benefit from visitor influx. Qatar Tourism has announced the expedited process to issue holiday homes licenses for residential property owners to enlist their units for short-term rentals through popular international websites such as Airbnb, Bookings.com, HolidayHomes.com, and Verbo. Owners renting to vacationers without a valid license will be fined 200,000 reals. Ouch. And in this morning's newspapers, the Prime Minister opened the 31st Doha International Book Fair yesterday. And there's also the news that scattered rain is likely from today. The country is likely to witness scattered rain of varying intensity at intermittent intervals until Tuesday, and could become thundery at times, according to Qatar's Met Office. That's all for the news this week. You can take a look around the Sheraton Grand Doha while I go and try out a rather tasty Italian and a rather magnificent Indian restaurant inside here. Building was completed on the Sheraton in 1979, and its official opening was in 1982. The first 5-star hotel in the country, this iconic building has been a part of Doha's skyline for more than 43 years. And thanks to a major renovation in 2014, it's completely up to date with the latest technology, innovations, and luxury fittings. Just look at this room. If I had to use one word to describe it, that word would be plush. And it's so quiet. To me, it had the sound quality of a recording studio. the most palatial recording studio I have ever been in. This suite is luxury on steroids, and it has a bedroom that sweet dreams are made of. Complete with a big TV. But who wants to watch TV when you have a balcony with a view like this? Oh, and I nearly forgot the bathroom. It's just as opulent as all the other rooms. Luxury personified. Now on to the first of two of the Sheraton Doha's restaurants I want to tell you about. This is La Veranda, and you have almost certainly guessed by now that it's an Italian restaurant. I'm here to tell you about its business lunch that can be yours for just 115 reals per person. But I got totally distracted by this pizza and decided to show you this instead. Can you smell that? It doesn't matter what you decide to eat in La Veranda, you can be sure the flavours are going to be as colourful and vibrant as the restaurant. And with the weather as beautiful as it is at the moment, why not dine outside next to the sea? Cheers! And now we're in Jamavar, the second of the two Sheraton restaurants I want to tell you about. 5-star Indian cuisine in a 5-star setting. And they have a delicious business lunch to tantalise your taste buds. You can have a vegetarian thali for 135 reals per person, or for an extra 10 reals, you can have the non-vegetarian version. Mocktails are available for a little extra to complement your meal. The Sheraton Grand Doha Resort and Convention Hotel. A very special place for very special memories. Find all the information you need on Qatar in Marhaba's up-to-date e-guides. They're completely free of charge and can be found on their website, marhaba.qa/e-guides.